For 90 days, I did every single viral eye exercise that promised I could throw away my reading glasses for good. The internet lied, and what I found out these exercises actually do to your eyes is something you need to know before you even think about trying them. This is not the success story I wanted to make. It's a warning. Section 1. The problem, the dream. It all started about a year ago, with that slow, creeping frustration anyone over 40 knows way too well. First, I was holding my phone at a weirdly long angle, like I was trying to take a selfie of my texts. Next thing I knew, I was at a restaurant, and the menu just melted into a blurry mess. I'd have to pretend to be deep in thought while secretly using my phone's flashlight, feeling about 100 years old. The last straw? Trying to read a medicine bottle in the middle of the night. In that moment of squinting, blurry-eyed panic, I realized I was completely dependent on a piece of plastic and glass just to function, and I hated it. I hated the smudges. I hated playing the "where are my glasses" game 10 times a day. I have a pair in the car, a pair by my bed, a pair on my desk, and somehow, I can never find them when I need them. It's more than just an annoyance. It feels like a loss of freedom, a real sign that you're getting older and your body is starting to betray you. The world tells you it's just a normal part of aging you have to accept. Presbyopia, they call it. A fancy word for when the lenses in your eyes get stiff and can't focus up close anymore. They say it's progressive, meaning it only gets worse, and the only answer you get is, buy stronger glasses. Section 2. The rabbit hole of hope. But then, I found the internet. And the internet had a totally different story. I fell into a rabbit hole of bright, hopeful videos with millions of views. Heal your eyesight naturally. Throw away your glasses in 2 weeks. Charismatic people swore by it, talking about biohacking their vision and ancient techniques that eye doctors don't want you to know. The promise was intoxicating. Vision loss isn't a permanent physical problem, but a muscular one. It's just bad habits. They claimed our eyes are simply strained, and with the right exercises, we can relax and retrain those muscles to restore our natural, perfect vision. The most famous of these ideas is the Bates method, which claims it's all about releasing mental and physical strain. It sounds so plausible, doesn't it? It taps right into our desire to take control of our health and find a natural fix. I watched video after video of simple exercises. Palming, where you cover your eyes to relax them. Focus shifting, where you look from something near to something far, over and over. It seems so logical. If you can train the muscles in your arms, why not the muscles in your eyes? I was sold. I wasn't just hopeful. I was convinced this was my ticket out of reading glasses hell. Section 3. The experiment, my 90-day journey. So my 90-day experiment began. I was disciplined. Every single day I followed the routines. Mornings started with palming. I'd rub my hands together to get them warm, then gently cup them over my eyes for 5 minutes, trying to see pure, inky blackness, a supposed sign of total relaxation. Then came the focus exercises. I'd stick my thumb out, focus on it for 15 seconds, then shift my gaze to a tree outside my window, back and forth, back and forth. I traced giant, invisible figure eights with my eyes, trying to make the movement smooth. I did this multiple times a day. It felt like I was doing something productive, and at first, I thought it was working. After a session, my eyes did feel different. Relaxed, maybe? I'd look at a page, and for a fleeting second, it seemed a tiny bit sharper. I clung to those moments, telling myself, this is it. It's happening. What I was actually experiencing was just temporary relief from eye fatigue. When you stare at screens, your eye muscles get tired. These exercises are like a quick stretch break. That brief feeling of relief is so easy to mistake for real improvement in vision. It's a powerful placebo effect. You want it to work so badly that your brain helps you believe it. But the feeling never lasted. It was a mirage, clear for a moment, then blurry again. Still, I pushed on, thinking consistency was key. Section 4. The cracks in the facade. The first big crack in my faith came around day 45. I was at the grocery store, trying to read the tiny print on a nutrition label. I did what the gurus said: relax, breathe, soften my gaze. And nothing. Same old indecipherable smudge. I had to pull out my reading glasses, and a wave of disappointment just washed over me. That's when the doubt really set in. I started getting more objective, I printed out an eye chart and tested myself every morning in the exact same light. Week after week, there was zero change. The lines I couldn't read on day 1 were the same lines I couldn't read on day 60 and on day 90. The temporary relaxation was nice, but it wasn't making any real, lasting change to my vision. The dream was fading, and I was left with a sinking feeling. Did I really just waste 3 months of my life chasing a fantasy? Frustrated, I stopped the exercises and started doing research. Real research. And that's when I found the truth. Section 5. The shocking truth. What science actually says. Here's the hard scientific truth. There is no credible evidence that eye exercises can reverse presbyopia or get rid of your reading glasses. It's a myth. While the exercises might feel good, they cannot change the physical structure of your eye. Presbyopia isn't about having weak eye muscles you can strengthen. It's about the lens inside your eye becoming harder and less flexible as you age. No amount of thumb gazing or eye rolling can make a stiffening lens flexible again. That's a biological fact. The American Academy of Ophthalmology has reviewed the studies and states clearly that there is no scientific proof that exercises improve vision for conditions like presbyopia. The famous Bates method has been repeatedly debunked for the same reason. It's based on a flawed understanding of how the eye works. The benefits people feel are almost always temporary fatigue relief or a placebo effect. In fact, overdoing these exercises can lead to more eye strain and fatigue. To be clear, there are specific doctor-prescribed eye exercises that work for very specific conditions, like convergence, insufficiency, where the eyes have trouble working together. But that's targeted medical therapy, not a magic cure-all for your glasses. The internet gurus, perhaps not maliciously, are selling a combination of wishful thinking and bad biology. The truth is, you can't exercise your way out of aging. If you're tired of the misinformation online, and you want health advice based on actual science instead of hype, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're building a community that values truth, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. Section 6. The real natural method. So, are we helpless? Do we just have to accept our fate? Absolutely not. My 90-day experiment wasn't a total waste because it led me to what actually works. The real natural method isn't about exercises. It's about smart, science-backed habits that support your overall eye health. First, the 20-20-20 rule. This one is actually legit. If you work on a computer, every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break to look at something 20 feet away. This genuinely reduces digital eye strain. Second, your diet matters. Your eyes need specific nutrients to stay healthy. Think leafy greens like spinach and kale, which are full of lutein and zeaxanthin. Also, foods rich in vitamin C, like citrus fruits and bell peppers, and vitamin E from sources like almonds and avocados are important. And yes, carrots are good for you. They're packed with vitamin A, which is crucial for your retinas. You can't eat your way back to perfect vision, but you can eat to protect the vision you have. Third, protect your eyes. Wear sunglasses that block UV rays to help reduce the risk of cataracts. And if you smoke, please consider quitting. Smoking is strongly linked to a higher risk of major eye diseases like macular degeneration. Finally, and this is the most important one, get regular professional eye exams. An optometrist or ophthalmologist can spot serious conditions like glaucoma or diabetic retinopathy long before you notice any symptoms. Putting off an exam because you're trying an unproven online cure can be genuinely dangerous. My journey to get rid of my reading glasses failed, but my journey to understand my own vision? That was a success. I fell for a tempting promise because I was frustrated and wanted a quick fix. What I learned is that there are no magic secrets. There is no exercise that will reverse the natural aging of your eyes. But you are not powerless. You can't get back the vision of your youth, but you can fiercely protect the vision you have right now. So stop chasing myths and start practicing real, evidence-based eye health. Take your breaks, eat your greens, protect your eyes from the sun, and see your doctor. That is the real, natural method to take control of your vision. It's not as flashy as a secret cure, but it has one huge advantage. It's the truth, and it actually works.